Oi! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back to Live from Bernica Park, where this week we are filming from the Chelsea Bistro, which I think is quite nice, a little bit of a change. What do you think to the suit and tie, by the way? I've never had one on before, but the director said to me, you need to look a bit more handsome, you know, for the audience. Okay, this is specially for you, okay? Now, as you know, we are a programme of education. We want to teach you things. We want to show you things that are important. I made a very, very important but scary discovery this morning. I woke up this morning about 6:30, which I usually do. And I always go into the bathroom, and the first thing I do is brush my teeth. But this morning, I was brushing away, and I noticed a really serious problem with the human being. The good Lord himself. Look, don't pop at that. I haven't told you what's wrong yet. Gentlemen, we have a problem. Because, and I hope this stays just amongst you people in here, but we have a problem because the good Lord made a little problem when he made us. I want to show you something, okay? Because I've made this scientific discovery on my own, I want you to try this, all right? You need to try this. Wait, one at a time. I want you to make this noise. Just do this. That's it. Now, wait. When you do that, I want you to move your ears forward like that. And you will see how much better you hear. Now, my scientific discovery and research proves that when the human being plopped out, you know, of the mother, his ears are, this is the wrong place. They should be here. All do this. Pull your ears forward like this. Go on, all of you. Go on, do this. Hello. Now you can all hear me better. Now, the only problem with this is, listen, the only problem with this is well, it doesn't look that stupid, does it? Yeah, it does. Okay. Also, during this series, I thought it would be a really nice idea if we actually highlighted some of the talented people that we have here in Kosovo. And I want to introduce you to a young guy that I discovered a few weeks ago. I think he's an amazing, amazing artist, and he's coming to do something special for us. So, please welcome Gimbo Shala! Oh, here he is! Listen, come and sit down. Actually, wait. Okay. We're not going to waste time. What I want Gimbo to do, in the length of time that we've got this show, he's going to go and do some painting for us, okay? And we're going to see what this is like at the end of the show. Is that okay, Gimbo?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let Gimbo start painting. Okay. So, as you know, we are here at the bistro, which means we might have a little bit of food later on, we might have some drink, or we might have some guests coming for dinner. If we've got any guests coming to dinner, you're going to have to get up, OK? Because oh! One moment, please. Chelsea Bistro, how can I help you? Hello? Oh! You'd like a reservation? Tonight? You'd like a reservation? For how many people? One person. You're coming on your own? It's a bit sad. What's your name, please? Your name is Rita Pasha, who? Pasha, Rita Parashumti. Oh, we've got Rita Parashumti coming in for dinner. Oh! Oh, oi, oi, oi. Oh, come and sit down. Come and sit down. Whoa! If you don't mind me saying, and if it's not sexist, you're looking very hot.
Oh, it's not sexist.
It's not, and you're looking really, really hot. In fact, She looks hot, right? Okay, first of all...
And if it's not sexist, your ears are bigger.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Well, I've been doing this for the last...
Yeah.
I've been doing that for the last... Do you know what?
Let me see if something else is bigger. Can we see if something else is bigger?
Not here, but we can do it later. Listen, for those of you... Hang on. Okay, hang on. For those of you who don't know Rita Parashamti, sorry, Dr. Rita Parashamti, I want to go over my biological and medical discovery this morning. I don't know if you were here and saw this.
Yeah.
But I think the good Lord made a mistake with us.
Absolutely.
Look, see where our ears are?
Yeah.
Right. If you do this,
right.
Try that. You hear a lot better. Testing, testing, testing. Now put them back. Put them back. What do you think?
Helen, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm serious. If you move your ears forward, you can hear better. All right, you got. Listen, do you want a drink first of all? What are you going to have to drink?
Just plain water for...
No drink. Faik, she only wants water, but we got water. I'll have a glass of wine, though. Because after a few glasses of wine, I get a bit more friendly and stuff.
Okay.
But for those of you who don't know, Dr. Rita Parashamti, Dr. Rita Parashamti, you qualified when was it? Last year as a doctor?
No.
How long ago?
2018.
Oh,
July.
Let me check my notes. Oh yeah, 2018.
Yeah.
But you decided not to bother being a doctor, did you? You decided that being a doctor wasn't for you.
No, actually, being a doctor is for me.
But I don't know who wrote these notes for me. I tell you, everything's wrong. I give up. Hang on. Let me have a sip, Bill.
I'll have a glass of wine too. I'll join.
Van Kuchetu Lutum.
Yeah.
So you say you started as a doctor, and it was for you.
I remained a doctor. I am a doctor, but it was more logical to me and more fun for me to be a preventive health doctor, to prevent people from getting sick rather than just heal them.
But now you've got your own gym.
Yeah.
So how does that work together? Because for me, I mean, it makes a lot of sense that somebody who does training and keep fit is also a medical doctor. I mean, surely that helps really from the psychological point of view, how people train and why they decide to train, to getting the best out of them. So how does your I was going to say clinic then. It's like a clinic actually. It's a fitness clinic.
I like to call it a studio. Somehow people are chilled there, just like I feel right now in your show. And
I've been to your gym.
Yeah? Yeah.
It wasn't that chilled, I can tell you now. But we'll come back to that.
You were very mentally stiff when you came in, and then you were...
I was bloody stiff when I came out.
You were standing on your head.
Well, that was... Should we have a look at what happened when I came into...
Yeah, sure.
I decided to go into Rita's gym to see what she was like. I can tell you now she's a bully. Let's have a look and see what happens when I went into Rita's gym. Can we have a look at it? Let's have a look. Oh, the mouse comes down.
I do miracles, right?
Do you know what I felt like? I felt like one of those performing chimpanzees that you train. But do you know how heavy that ball was you dropped on my nuts?
Yeah.
That really hurt. That hurt.
Lucky you have a daughter by now.
So let's start with the type of people that you get to your gym. I mean, have a look at this lot. would any of this lot come training? Well,
I think
that... I mean, she looks quite fit, and, you know.
Yeah, I think anyone would come training.
Anybody?
Yeah.
So you don't have an age group, do you? I mean, anybody turns up to your gym.
Yeah, just anybody.
But what's the idea of it? It's not just about the training.
It's not just about the training, it's about understanding that anything you do works.
Let's get to the beginning of what you actually preach at your place.
Yeah.
So really, you're focusing on the well-being, not just the training.
Not
so
just
where
the
does
training.
that start? Diet, mental state?
Mental state, absolutely. Mental state is the main pillar of being well. And I could never really explain how do I actually do that. It's very natural. It starts with people feeling good when they come there and they start their journey of change and transition. You know, and slowly through the steps of change and they enter themselves through their physical being. First, they start moving, then they feel good, then they see that the program is completely individualized, and
so
I'm very empathic with people. Yeah.
They're a bit overweight, like
yeah.
They've got a little bit excess.
Right.
What's the first thing you're going to do with them? Apart from do what you did with me and drop a big ball on my nuts. What's the first thing you're going to do?
I'm going to drop a bigger ball.
That hurt.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, there's a six-pack in there, you know?
Yeah.
It's a bit fat, but there's a six-pack.
Exactly,
okay?
That's the reason.
So
yeah. I trust your six-pack.
Well, it worked today. It was actually, did all right. So look, you know, they come in and they're a bit overweight.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing you're going to do with them? You're going to tell them they're fat and they need to lose
No,
weight?
absolutely never. Because that's not the point. I'm going to tell them that it's okay and they're going to get to whatever point they want to get to. And even if they don't want to remove that excessive fat, that's okay, they're fine. But it's important that they start moving and they start dealing with themselves. They start questioning, they start asking some questions about their life.
I've
about
been asking questions.
Yeah?
I've asked
Good?
questions.
That's why you were there today.
Hang on. This question of fat, actually, it's quite serious, isn't it? Because
it is.
If we have this, what we call this visceral fat, it's called, around our bellies, that's actually quite dangerous.
That's
you don't
a
have to
problem.
be huge to be fat, do you?
No. Visceral fat is a different thing. There's this white fat and brown fat. One of them is used for keeping us warm.
White
and the other
fat?
one,
That's
a term.
Hang on, you've got white fat.
White fat and brown fat.
What does white fat do? Did you know this? Did you know about white fat?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Well, you're going to learn now.
It protects us from a cold, and the brown fat makes us just look fat.
I think I've got the brown.
Yeah.
That's the one I've got.
Brown sugar and white sugar.
Okay, so what do you do about the brown fat? I mean, we know it's about our diet. But really, when people come and see you, how serious do you think they take the dieting? I mean, can you really change them? Obviously, if they don't want to change, and they do what I do, like eat Mars bars and things.
I hate extreme dieting. I'm extremely against it, and I never make my clients do that. First of all, I like to know what's their regular lifestyle. What do they actually do? What makes them feel comfortable? And then I try to do very small adjustments, and it's all about small steps. Because human beings don't like to be traumatized. They don't like big change in a very short time. They like things done almost unnoticeably.
But isn't that what hard training is? It's a trauma to the body.
It is, but...
I mean, look at this bunch of keep fit fanatics. I mean, look at them all.
Yeah?
You know? But do you all train? Are you Buddhas? Buddhist? Buddha, do you train?
But look, Alan, people don't need to... It's not about training and fitness and training hard. You know, anybody can just move for like 15 minutes a day, and 15 minutes later, there's this thing called exercise snacks. It's been done.
Exercise what?
Snacks.
Exercise snacks. I like that.
Yeah.
Exercise snacks.
You do exercise snacking. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I like it. But actually,
Right.
there is another thing that we've discussed before that I personally think a lot of people overtrain.
Yeah.
And I really believe in this 15, 20-minute training.
Yeah.
You can get fit.
Yeah,
and I think you're quite like that as well. You believe in that.
Exactly. So many of my clients train for 30 minutes only, and they have great results.
Only I was 15.
15 is something anybody can do. Yeah. No. 15 minutes is great. 15 minutes is something everybody should do and they can do. It's like brushing your teeth. You put it in your routine either before bed or after you wake up, or you're sitting in an office and you just get your ass up and move a little, do some squats, some jumping jacks. But also walking is the most underestimated exercise out there. Nobody walks anymore.
I hate walking. It's boring.
But if you had to walk, what would you do?
I'd walk home. I'd just walk to my bedroom. That's it. And have a lie down.
But you do a lot of walking.
I don't do that.
You know, you do a lot of walking in rounds.
Yeah,
You do a lot of walking in rounds when you're
don't.
thinking and talking. For example, when we see each other, you're talking and you're going in rounds and you're doing this and you're doing that and you're
there's
doing
something wrong with me.
and you're doing that.
I do that.
Yeah,
I'm
you're doing a lot of
Too much.
fitness.
But let me ask you something, because I really believe in this 15, 20-minute training.
Yeah.
Do you think it's possible to become a champion only doing 15 minutes a day? Or do you think, no, you need to train at that sport a lot more? You know, but can you become super fit then?
I think you have to be very sport specific. And we've been talking a few months ago about boxers and kickboxers who've been doing this jogging for like an hour and a half and stuff like that.
See, I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of it.
I think that can be just 5%, 10% of their training. Most of it must be just practicing the skill, practicing that sport that they're doing. Yeah.
Who was it? Who's that writer? Malcolm, what's his name? Malcolm.
There are many Malcolms in the world.
There's a Malcolm. Oh, come on. Does anybody know a writer called Malcolm?
Gladwell.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Yay!
Malcolm Gladwell. Yeah. Welcome. Gladwell. Well, Malcolm Gladwell says that you haven't done something till you've done it, till you've done 10,000 repetitions.
Yeah.
I mean, the Beatles said it. I'm a Beatles fan. So the Beatles said that they'd become professional once they'd done 10,000 concerts. And Malcolm Coleswell's theory was that to do anything, to be a great pianist, great anything, something like 10,000 hours.
Hours, yeah.
So you won't do that in 15 minutes a day.
Yeah, but
you'll stay fit and healthy.
Yeah, you'll stay fit and healthy.
So what kind of difference will it make? Let's say from somebody that starts at 18 years old, right?
Right.
And he only trains 15 minutes a day for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
How healthy do you think this person can be?
Perfectly healthy, especially if they incorporate a little bit of walking. But they don't have to get up and do that. You just commute. Like instead of taking the car, I just walk most of the times.
But the human being can't be bothered. You can't be bothered.
Yes, they can be bothered.
It's hard work. It is. I mean, look, there's one thing, right, going into the gym and training, right? And there's another thing, just walking for hours and hours.
But I'm not saying walking for hours. Just walk for like 15 minutes a day. That's it. 15 minutes, you train, you do some push-ups, you do some pull-ups if you can. If you can't, you do jumping jacks. Or another thing, you buy a jumping rope. It's a 10 euros thing. You
Skipping rope.
Skipping rope,
like
yeah.
The box.
Yeah. You do that,
Yeah. Can you skip?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Very well, yeah.
I never saw you skipping today. I saw you standing over me with a big stick.
Yeah,
but I didn't see any skipping.
I should have made you. I forgot to make you skip.
Yeah, you did, but I think it was enough with that ball on me. That was everything. So listen, what are the things that you consider to be the most important thing for any human being? Taking your experience as a doctor and to keep fitness instructors, right? What's the most important thing that this lot can do to live a healthier life? Because I don't think it's all about age, is it?
No,
it's all about
absolutely.
what you're like when you get to 50. What shape are you in?
I give a lot of credit to mental health. And I think it's very important to, if not everybody feels comfortable or can afford having a psychologist to talk to or whatever, I think that everybody has to just stop and try to be mindful. Ask a few questions about the emotions we feel.
If you had to be really honest, right? Really, really honest.
Yeah.
Do you think that most people could benefit from a psychologist? Because I have this thing that I believe that we're all a bit crazy.
Yeah,
you know,
we
in
are.
some way.
Yeah,
I mean, we're all different,
absolutely. We are.
But we're all a bit crazy, you know?
Yeah, we are.
My producer's crazy, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And you look a bit crazy, but do you not think that we've all got our own issues?
Of course,
you know?
of course. That's part of being human. I always say, like, babies are like a canvas. Whatever you put on them, it will stay there forever, and it just changes its colors based on its monochrome. Like, depends on what angle you look at the painting, that's how it's going to look like. And there are a few things that get patterned one on top of the other. I don't think that everyone will necessarily benefit from the same thing. That's why I'm saying that someone might need a shrink, and someone might just need to just stop and breathe, and someone might just need to ask questions. Just stop and ask yourself a few questions.
I've got an idea.
Right.
Should we ask this lot?
Okay.
Let's genuinely ask them how many of them feel that they would benefit from seeing a psychologist. No, rephrase it another way. How many of them feel that they are not kind of normal? I don't mean that you're completely mad, but I wonder how many of them, if they were really honest, how many people could really feel that they could do with seeing a psychologist? Ask them in Albanian, it might be easier. Dr. Parashumpty, please. Oh, wait.
Po du më pyet sa prej juve ndjeheni që s'jeni bashkë normal.
Put your hands up. Oh, well, I know you two do, but what, are you telling me all these people think they're normal?
Yeah, absolutely. They're scared. They're scared to admit they're...
Yes.
Yeah.
They are scared.
Yeah.
Because, hang on, we know...
They have to be normal here. In Kosovo, people have to be something.
Yeah?
They have to be
normal?
things.
Normal?
Yeah. But then again, what's normal, you know?
Well, this is what I'm saying. You're right, that everybody has got their own little strange habits, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I do strange things. I don't know if anybody else did this, but I actually sometimes talk to myself. Do you ever do that?
Of course. I grew up doing that. Yeah?
Does anybody talk to themselves? Does anybody do that?
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah?
Do you actually walk around going vertebrae?
Yeah, no, not only that. I do...
Really? I bet a lot of these people talk to themselves.
I bet a lot of these people do a lot of things that they are scared to death to admit. It's just the way it is. But
who's brave enough to stand up and say, well, this is the strange thing that I do. Every morning I like to run into a brick wall. Does anybody do anything strange?
But look, Ellen, it's not about that.
It's not?
It's about how we do relationships with each other. It's about how we feel, you know? Are we depressed? Do we walk with our heads down? What do we seek in life? Are we happy in general? And happy is an undefined thing. A lot of things are undefined like that, but it's just about how you feel. And a lot of people just walk through life and they don't care about how they feel. I think that...
Okay, so how do you feel? Can you honestly say you feel happy? Because it's about the most important thing in life. Forget money.
Yeah, no.
Because if you're not happy, you can have as much money as you want.
No, I generally feel happy, but I also feel worried. I feel sad many times. I feel melancholic. There's a lot of emotions I feel, and it's enough for me to define those. I'm happy to feel alive. It's important to feel alive.
But you're alive and happy.
It's okay if that's the most general feeling you have, but I also am very grateful for a lot of stuff. For example, today I felt a very strong sense of gratitude for being healthy because I had 2 clients coming in and they were really unsettled because they had a very big issue with their health.
I'm starting to feel a bit abnormal, you know. But let me ask you something really and be truthful, because everybody looks at doctors and we think, oh, they're perfectly normal, perfectly normal, balanced people, and we look at a doctor and we go and see them, and we're saying, doctor, you know, I feel a little bit this.
Yeah.
How do you honestly feel? How do you genuinely feel? When everybody looks at a doctor, I used to think, he's dead normal. He doesn't have any worries in his life.
Yeah.
But I actually looked at some statistics of doctors in England, and they're the ones that actually, they can end up being addicted to certain drugs or depressed.
Absolutely.
But why is that? I mean, doctors are so respected.
Because they're overstressed. For example, heart surgeons are known to die at around 60 to 65 because they drink a lot, because they're very stressed.
You serious?
Yeah, that at least, I don't know if the statistics changed, don't quote me on that, but that's how it was. Like last time I checked, that was 2016. So, and a lot of psychiatrists, for example, had a lot of shit of their own. That's why a very good psychiatrist has gone through a lot of shit himself.
I don't know how they do it. You know, the job of the psychiatrist is to sit and listen to somebody's problems all day. And it's like, how can you I mean, that must drive you nuts.
Well, I do that.
Did you ever see the film? What was that film with Robert De Niro? And you remember the movie where he went to see a psychiatrist. There was Billy Crystal. It was Analyze This.
That's the name of the movie.
Analyze This? That was the movie.
Shit.
And Billy, what's his name, was the psychiatrist. And Billy Crystal, that's it, he was the actor in this movie. And he was the psychiatrist for this mafia boss, you know. But, you know, you saw the scenes beforehand, and all he's doing all day is listening to people's problems. I mean, how does that make you at the end of the day? If you're going to have to sit and listen to problems all your life, you must go nuts.
Well, I do that. I do that 10 hours a day, and I feel great. Because I just...
Hang on, how old are you?
29.
Let's give it another 20 years, because I mean, you're still really young.
Yeah.
So you haven't maybe got to that point where you're going to reach all that stress. Because it's the same thing training people.
Yeah.
I mean, surely people come to you, and after 3 months, you want to see them looking better, don't you? That must give you a buzz.
Of course, yes.
And if they don't, do you kick them out? Do you give them a boot?
Well, not really.
You do, don't you? You don't. Okay, you don't.
No, but it's... Look, it's not about that with me, you know? It's just about them feeling good. I have clients who haven't moved, like, they didn't lose a kilo.
Really?
But they feel better. They just feel good, they feel stronger, and that's fine. It's not about looking good. And it's just people want to look.
No, hang on a second. Wait a minute, I disagree with that, because every time I look at Instagram,
Yeah?
there's a million people on there like this.
But I don't care about that.
I mean,
That's the problem, you know? That's the problem. There's a lot of people sitting and looking at those people. They don't know what's behind the scenes.
Yeah, but they don't care. Do they? They just look at those people looking good. And if
But I think that we should stop
empowering.
empowering. We should start teaching people that it's not about the looks, and it's really not about the looks. We all care about the looks. I mean, I fixed myself for the show today. Of course, we.
I didn't want to look at you. I'm trying to maintain the air of professional dignity here, so don't look so stupid.
Thank you. But
I've forgotten what the hell I was going to ask you now.
Yeah. but when a person feels good, they resonate this very good energy, and it's just about that. Trust me, it's about that. I can see it with my clients. I have clients who are like, they are what they call overweight, but they're very confident and they're nice after like 5 months of training and just teaching them that it's not about that superficial part of themselves.
Dr. Parashamti, I think I'm going to have to agree with you.
Finally.
I know it's been a long time, but I actually agree. If you are confident in yourself, to a point, it doesn't really matter what you look like.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
If you feel good and you feel handsome or good looking or sexy,
right,
that means more than an Instagram shot of you looking good.
Of
because
course.
we don't know the stories behind those Instagrams. As you were saying, you see them on the beaches and they're flexing their muscles and doing all this, but we don't know the story behind it. But how many people, if we had to look at our friends, how many people do you think out of all our friends we could say they are really happy?
See, now that's the problem. That's why I would like that thing to change here. Because a lot of people act happy, they do temporary stuff to make themselves happy for like 20 minutes, 2 hours and whatever, and then they go home and then they're desperate. There's a lot of drinking going on, drugs and all that stuff. And it's always the high, the big peak, the big spike, and then it's like throwing people from Mount Everest.
See,
that's how much it hurts when you get dropped from that. And it's really a harder journey to go through things slowly. It takes a longer time. You do step-by-step things, but it's a constant high. You go a little bit lower and then you go higher. But when you do temporary stuff, it goes high and then you're very low down.
Yeah. You know, you think, I'm going to lose
3
kilos and you don't eat anything.
Like this famous keto diet, Atkins diet. Of course you believe in that. And look at you.
What's wrong with that?
I'm joking.
I've got a bit of fat.
No. Look. There's nothing to believe or not to believe. People use this word, I believe. There is science and there is truth, okay? That thing drives people mad for a month. They take off all the carbs and then they're back and forth to dieting, you know? It's important to learn how to eat once and for all. It's important to know who you are once and for all. You graduate on yourself and then you continue living with what you learned about you. You learn how to eat and you're fine. You take off a fistful from your plate and that's taking off some calories.
Wait. We're going to test you.
Yeah?
Are you hungry? Have you eaten, first of all?
No.
Okay, can we have some goujons, please?
Yeah.
Let's have, because, I mean, listen, this is a bistro. It's a restaurant, so as we're closed tonight, because we've got an audience, let's have a little bit of food. So,
I'm challenged.
I want to know, what does it take for somebody to eat a healthy diet? Because, do you know the temptation for me? I don't know about anybody else, but I have a big problem with chocolate and Coca-Cola and stuff like that. Big problem.
I love chocolate too, by the way.
Do you?
It's my kryptonite.
I can see how much chocolate you eat.
Yeah, but I balance it.
With what?
With my brain.
No.
Yeah.
Look, hang on, there's another thing.
I eat 2 squares of chocolate every day. Sometimes 3. Every
2
day.
squares?
That's the balance I do. I enjoy it every day. You eat 1 meter of chocolate, then you diet for a month, and then you're like...
Yeah, but I do that. I'm like this with dieting.
And I eat it every day, and I have that pleasure every day.
You can honestly eat chocolate every day?
Every day.
Okay, that's because you're 29.
No.
Wait till you get
No.
to...
No. That case study, a case study got out on August last year, finally telling people that your metabolism doesn't slow down until you're 62.
Easy, but at 62. Hang on. What's 62? How many calories in there, do you know?
128.
You're kidding.
Yeah, no.
128 calories in there.
128. It's nothing. It's nothing. You have a walk to your home and back and to your home and back.
No, seriously. No, but hang on. What I've been told is it's the type of calories you're eating. I'm worried that I think to myself
that goes for the shape of your body. Like, do you want to be muscular? Do you want to just be skinny? And all that stuff. Like French people eat a lot of cheese and baguettes. Yeah?
Whereas the Greeks...
But they're skinny fat.
Are they?
Yeah, they eat a little, Their portions are little. Their portions are small. They eat a piece of cheese, a little bit of baguette. That's it. Goodbye.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look, we've got some crispy. Yeah. Right. Now, how many... This is fish. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got breadcrumbs and with a bit of nam sauce.
Right.
How many calories, pardon me... How many calories in those 3 pieces of fish?
Is it deep fried?
Yes. No. Yes.
The only problem... the only problem with it is that it's deep fried. That raises the calories. So I would say that for this portion, it's about 290 calories, most probably.
I've got to know when I eat this. Do you know what I do?
But that's fine.
I do some really stupid things.
Right.
In fact, hang on. I did it yesterday. Yeah, I did it yesterday. No, I ate one meal yesterday. And then I thought, well, because I'm trying to lose a little bit of weight, I thought I'm not going to eat another meal. Which I
forget
didn't.
about that.
I didn't, but what? No,
have a
thanks.
bite.
I had a portion before. I've already
That's
eaten.
fine.
Break it in half and have a bit. Do you know what I did yesterday? It's very sensual. That's hot.
Do you make... Hey, do you normally make this in the bistro?
That was very sexual, actually. I like that. I like being fed.
If you like...
No, don't do it again. Don't do it again, please. Let me tell you what I did yesterday, because it was a really stupid thing to do.
You talk, I eat. Okay.
Yeah. What I did yesterday, because I'm on a diet, I thought I'm going to have one meal. I'm just going to have one meal. But for the rest of the day, I just had 2 bars of chocolates, 2 packets of crisps, and a can of Coca-Cola, which is a stupid thing to do. No, stupid. Will you say that's okay?
That's absolutely balanced. You ate that and you ate all that shit. Absolutely balanced.
No, but then everybody telling me all that shit is going to keep me fat. That's what it's doing.
Look,
because I substitute
crisps,
a proper meal.
Let's say this amount of crisps has calories as much as let's say 3-4 wedges of watermelon. A handful of crisps.
You show me one person in here that only has that much crisps. When you open a bag of crisps and you're watching a movie, it's gone.
That's a problem. That's a problem. And with popcorn as well. You have this much popcorn, homemade, no extra butter and salt. That's completely fine. Popcorn is, by the way, very healthy, and it's got a lot of protein. But if it's done properly, all the problems arise with the way food is made. By the way, I eat that. That's completely fine. But I don't eat things before and after it.
You see,
and I train like a horse, so...
Yeah, we see, that makes a massive difference because you do a lot of training. But I've really become concerned, I don't know why, in the last week, all of a sudden, about putting weight on. And I suddenly thought, Alan, don't have one meal and then substitute the other meals with crisps and chocolate.
Yeah.
And please don't tell me it's okay to do that. Because otherwise I'll go home and just eat chocolate.
Yeah, no, I'm not
That's what
telling
I'll
you
do.
that it's okay. But you just gotta learn to eat. 80% of your diet should be something good, and 20% of your diet can be whatever you want.
80-20.
You just learn the balance. You can learn it. You can, really, and it's more fun than dieting.
You know that I trust you, don't you? Because you're a doctor.
Yeah.
This is the thing about
No,
pizza.
you trust.
I trust her.
You trust me because it's me, not because I'm a doctor.
I know because, that's true. I do trust you.
Yeah.
But also because we know that doctors have the education to teach us how to eat better. And I'm paranoid.
Well, I'm going to
about
tell you
eating chocolate.
something. A lot of doctors do this.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of doctors smell like alcohol from miles away.
Yeah, but we
And a lot of doctors are...
That's true. Yeah, but it's like anything.
And a lot of doctors are...
They're good at giving the advice, but they're not particularly good at doing it themselves. You're right. I've never seen a super fit doctor, you know, apart from you. You are about the fittest doctor I've ever seen, and I mean
Thank
that.
you.
Do you know something? Every doctor I've seen in the last few years, they all look either really pale or they're overweight and look really unhealthy.
But I gotta, I think we should stop with these titles, you know?
Doctors.
Doctors and titles in general, I mean,
it's important.
It is to some extent. But then again, you don't go just trusting people because they're a doctor like that. You gotta listen to them, you gotta ask questions, you gotta learn something yourself as well. I mean, I can't sell bullshit to anyone. I mean, I don't, because I'm a good person. But there's a lot of people who take advantage of people who don't know some stuff. And I have a problem with our population because they don't read a lot and they don't inform themselves upon a lot of different things. And they go to a doctor and they believe whatever the doctor says, whatever an architect says, whatever. I think that we have to know a little bit more. Knowledge is very important.
No, but
so,
you know...
And by the way, there's coaches who are not fit, fitness coaches who don't have time to train for themselves.
They don't need to be fit, do they? They just need to be good at what they're doing.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
but we have professions, and the idea that we go to a doctor when we're sick, and then we listen to the doctor's advice.
Right.
But there's another problem that's happening.
Yeah.
We're all going to Google.
Yeah.
When we're sick, Google, hi Siri, I've got a headache. What do...
Oh, you have cancer.
Yeah, yeah, Siri, I'm really, really sick.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's another problem.
Right.
That, you know, I had a girlfriend once, and, you know, the moment there was anything wrong with her, Google, and she started typing her question. I've got a pain. That is actually probably one of the most dangerous things they can do.
Yes, it is.
How important is sex to health? Because I've got my view.
How important? Yeah. It is. It is.
Because I think people underplay the importance of sex.
Yes, and I would emphasize masturbation before sex.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Good.
I remember actually, there was a great line in a movie, I don't know if you saw this, with Woody Allen, called Love and Death.
Yeah.
And he was about to make love to this gorgeous girl, and he's taking his clothes off, and she's gorgeous. And he said to her, you know, I'm a great lovemaker. I do a lot of practicing on my own.
Yeah.
That's important.
Look, I really want to emphasize this.
Pay attention, because this bit is important.
We have we have a lot of sexual problems in our country. Sex is still a very topic.
It's a taboo subject.
Yeah.
People don't talk as easily here about sex as we do in England and America.
Yeah, but you know, if we look at physics, for example, there is a pipe.
Here we go.
Yeah. And you put a hand on a pipe.
Hang on. Yeah.
Listen to me. You put a hand on a pipe.
Yeah.
And it's pressure.
Yeah.
And you take off the pressure.
I don't know where this is going. I actually don't know where this is going.
That's what happens when you do not talk about stuff.
Yes.
And when you do not educate yourself upon stuff, because there is a lot of leaking that's done in the corners, behind the backs, on the side, in our country, in terms of sex, and how people relate in that aspect. Because people are pressured, and there is a lot of built-up pressure, so when they get a chance, they explode.
Why is it, though? Why is it, do you think, in Kosovo, we are less likely to talk about sex than we are in England, French? They just do it on the streets, the French. They're like rabbits. Well, you want to make love? Okay. It's okay. You know? They're very open.
It's normal because we're a little bit behind in some things, and there is going to come a time when we'll be like French people.
Yeah.
So sex and masturbation is important for your health. It has a lot of health benefits. But I'm saying masturbation because a lot of people do not explore their own bodies, especially women. Women need to explore their bodies.
I think men are more interested in exploring women's bodies.
Yeah, but they do.
Their own.
Actually, a lot of men here don't do that. They're just like those Trojan soldiers.
Yeah, a bit burra.
Go!
Macho. Yeah.
You don't do that. You have to explore a woman's body, and women have to explore their own bodies so they know what they like, what they don't like, their anatomy, and they have to demand pleasure as well. I was shocked. I sometimes like to do statistics of my own, you know. I ask like hundreds of people the same questions just so I know what do they answer, and a lot of women haven't had pleasure ever. So I know this is very bad for those men, but yeah.
Just leave you my phone number?
Yeah.
I only want to help you out, that's all. But if you want to explore bodies anytime, I'm happy to explore with you.
Yeah.
I'll do it with you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, before we finish, I don't know if you know, but I told you that we have this wonderfully talented artist, Gimbo Shala.
Oh my God, he's done an amazing job.
Can we show the audience what he's done in just this short time that we've been on this show? Hang on, he's just brought into the finishing touches. That's a gorgeous body. Her breasts are a little bit big, though. Swap it for the other picture you're doing. Okay, Gimbo, can we turn around and have a look at your picture? Okay, turn it around and let's see what Gimbo has done in this short time that we've been having the show. Gimbo, turn your picture around. Let's
Wow!
Oh, look.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Now, listen. That was only such a short time, but you know, I think while we've got talented
really
people like
impressed.
Gimbo, because we've got a lot of talented people in Kosovo.
Absolutely.
And listen, if you want to see any of Gimbo's work, it's gimbo.shala on Instagram. Go and check his stuff out. It's great. Hey, listen, that's all we've got time for. So that's it. We're going to thank you to Gimbo. Hang on, have you got more? Oh, stop. Oh, hang on. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Oh, I can.
I'm surprised for you.
You know, I'm terrified of surprise. Wow. Yes, of course. Is it a big bar of chocolate? It's not a big bar of chocolate. This is beautiful. I don't want to ruin the packaging. Hang on, this is too beautiful to open. How do I open it? Pizza. Is it a pizza? Hang on. How do you open this? Oh no, I'm not going to cut it. Look at this. Hang on a second. I know you. I know what you might do to me, so just stand back. Hang on. Anybody want to? I'm being careful. Hang on. Just a minute. Wait. Okay, let's just. Oh, come on. Let's just get on with it. Look at this. Hang on. What? That is cool. How do I know? I don't know which way it is. Thanks a lot to Gimbo Shala and to Rita Calafinti. Thank you. That's beautiful.
Oh, it's very nice. It's really nice.
Gimbo, thank you. You did a great job.